中ってさっき自分で言ってたじゃんか。
そうだな。ヴィランよ、こんな言葉を知ってるか。さらに向こうへうるせえ。
Pledge just $3 a month over at www.patreon.com/TheHonestGamer and earn yourself a suggestion and vote on all new weekly Anime Sins videos. So pledge today and avoid getting your face plus altered into space. Warning: this video is for comedy purposes only, and as such, should not be taken too seriously.
王の自傷行為、第三者の存在。この過程から紡がれる正解がまだ出ていない。
I think the main issue here is that you're never going to be able to know what happened until you actually know what happened. You could guess 1,000 times and still end up being wrong, but you'll never know if you're correct until it's proven one way or another, bro. Okay, so to be clear, I almost lost it just now after seeing Killua's grandfather. My exact words were, oh my god, what an amazing turn of events. I literally cannot wait to see what happens next, but y'all best be used to getting sins removed for this part 12, just like the previous 3 parts in a row. In fact, judging from what I know is coming, it wouldn't surprise me in the least if this part has the least sins so far. I wish they'd explained to us as to why they now trusted the flying ant monster thing to accompany them rather than just killing it or leaving it inside the room locked up. I was actually quite shocked when it was just stood with the rest of them because it hadn't been mentioned once since getting taken hostage.
怪物が誕生した。
いいよ。飯をおごってくれたらな。
Jesus, he sounded like an old dude when he was just 50 years old. Don't get me wrong, I love the voice actor's work for the character, but it just sounds a little too croaky for someone that young in appearance. Discount go-to from Parasite the Maxim. Jesus, what do you even say about an episode as bloody perfect as episode 112? From start to finish, it had me completely and utterly entranced and basically captivated as to what was going to happen next. Filled to the very brim with tenseness. That's probably one of the best ways to describe how I felt. Like at any moment, everything was about to go wrong and anyone would end up dead. This anime now has me in an odd position, because it's had us spend so much time with essentially every character on screen, and so if someone dies it's going to affect us, albeit to varying degrees depending on whom it is. What an absolutely fantastic episode.
加えて右目を塞いだのにも明確な理由があったわけではない。
He did, however, at the same time as doing this random thing, blind himself on his right side and get rid of depth perception. Though in hindsight, no pun intended, perhaps it wasn't the greatest idea in the world?
逆境を糧にシュートは飛んだのだ。
Although he was already technically in flight.
両陣営が舞い上げた大量の粉塵は
Running on the spot.
額を我が身のように操作できる能力リビングデッドドールズによって複眼の使用が可能となったイカルゴは
Ah, now it makes sense. I'll remove the sin from before. Surprised this never occurred to me, actually.
2匹を倒したらしき賊が廊下を引き返すのとその後フラッタが姿を現すまでの間は
He's absolutely correct, but in fairness he could have been simply flying above and observing Killua before then landing. I mean, the damage to his wings and how it would affect him are entirely unknown to this guy. You should probably attack him, dude.
マジかよ。まだ10秒ちょっとだぞ。でも もしかして助かった？
Well, no, you guys have been there way longer than 10 seconds, and that poor guy's been holding his breath since you turned up. In fact, I'm not really sure at all why he said it's only been 10 seconds, because even his little Nen counter guy's added interest 3 times, which means it's been 30 seconds since he punched him the first time, and probably 40 or 50 seconds since they arrived on scene.
攻撃された？いや、されてはいねえ。遅効性のまさか。だとしたらあの時。
You'd think that if he was going to assume it happened at any time, it would be when his eye was taken away from him, because as far as he's aware, he's only been fighting a single opponent since the start, aside from the brief altercation with the smoke guy, of course, before he went off to battle Butterfly Boy.
ハギャ様、何の疑問もなく口にしたその一言がウェルフィンとブロブーダに疑念を持たせたとも知らず。
I can fully understand how it could raise some suspicions for Welfin, since he already thought he was a traitor given that he knew he'd passed Killer in the corridor and came out alive. However, I don't see why Bravoda would be cautious given that it was said numerous times that people call the Lion Boss dude by his original name, sometimes just to annoy him.
わしの仕事はこれで終わりじゃ。任務以外のことは何も知らん。中のことはお主らが判断せい。
Yeah, don't be a bro and help out your grandson who's about to walk blindly into a room with an opponent whom you know to be incredibly powerful.
俺の攻撃が効かねえ。
Yes.
なんだこいつは。逃げるな。答えろ。
One would assume this would be a most excellent time to explain some nonsense that helps waste time but doesn't actually explain what it is, just to further weaken the enemy.
敵に言えねえ。これ以上シュートに頑張れなんて。
Oh man, this is so goddamn sad.
消臭剤を使うあたり、確実に俺を警戒している。裏切り者がいるのは間違いない。
Or they could be using information gained from torturing your fellow ants. Assumptions are dangerous, bro. Ah! Almost 5 minutes of recap and OP and leaving me with less than 18 minutes of pure Hunter x Hunter goodness.
なぜ敵である俺たちを目の前にして臨戦態勢に入らない？あれじゃ裸と同じまるっきりの無防備。勝てると思っているのか？オーラに頼らなくても。
Are you just somehow not seeing the giant doctor thing coming out of her ass that's fixing up the girl? Killer is a smart lad, and it's shocking that his initial observations have failed to take that into account.
ゴン！なんでだよ！
Honestly, I feel like Gon's voice actress here did a beyond superb job of carrying through some emotions that we just have never really seen from Gon in all of these 116 episodes before now. Well, I did say at the start that you guys and gals should expect a large degree of sin removal, so it shouldn't really come as a shock, but bloody hell, this was done so well it deserves a sin off, I think.
まあ、見ても見んでも結果は一緒じゃ。
Oh my fucking god, it's Daddy Killua! I was genuinely hoping to see this dude.
シュート！
シュートは生きていた。
Yeah, alright, Mr. Narrator-san, why don't you take 5 and go grab a cup of coffee? I mean, when we the viewer can visibly see Shoot moving, we tend to have an idea for ourselves that he's alive.
それで仮に任務を果たしてシュートと握手を交わす。やったなと肩を叩き、お互いを称える。立ち侮辱されたまま。
Yeah, but on the plus side, you'd both be alive and well in that instance. I'd rather take a little humiliation from what is in essence an ant if it meant living.
ありえねえ。
That was a bit of a dick move.
世界より大事なものがあるんです。
新たな誤算、大切なものの重さ。
Wow, how about no spoilers? If he now dies, then it's an extra sin for you giving that away to me already. If he lives, I'll remove this sin. Deal?
ブロブーダが警備兵エリアに。
No.
シュートボス、みんなあとは頼む。
なるかね！
Okay guys, I swear I was literally just about to add on the additional sin there for his impending death, as I was quite frankly a little pissed that the narrator gave it away, but then Killua steps in and saves the day. So, needless to say, this equals a sin removal as promised before.
ここでの心境の変化が信じがたい選択へとユピーを誘うがまだ後のことである。
Dude! I'm afraid I must insist upon you just shutting the hell up in general from here on out. This guy has been chatting about semi-obvious stuff for the past few episodes, filling in for us what people are thinking as opposed to the classic age-old internal monologue, and is seemingly giving things away now. So, as the ancient Romans used to say, shut the f*** up!
死体を操る能力を持つイカルゴだが自らの手を汚した経験はまだなかった。
His own tentacles. Pretty ironic and harsh that he had no issue with filling Killua with holes when he was shooting at him quite a few episodes ago, and now suddenly he's having issues with pulling the damn trigger to help his friends. From the reflection in his glasses, you'd be correct in assuming that these ugly little troglodytes are right in front of his face when they're actually quite far away.
空爆が始まったのがいい証拠。おそらくアリが生物兵器という絶好の口実になったんだ。
I think it's more likely that they're calling the ants the potential destruction of all mankind as an excuse to use such a powerful weapon.
こいつもてめえ
No, he's a real fake smoke person.
Speed walking! I pity you, fool! You a disgrace to the man race!
で、わしは本命と戦う前の肩慣らしってことか。ピンポーン。これはいくら見逃してくれと言っても無理かな。ピンポンピンポン。
私はあなたが
Thank you to the following patrons: Nathan Burr, Vupu, Leon Lutger, Joaquin Jimenez Villaluenga, Manuel Meza, Josiah May, Loritz, Ikhodi, Val Sobel, Joel Rosenfeld, BZX001, David Pickfans, Chris Harris, Daniel Musgrave, Joshua Viker, Xenon, Hunter Layfield, Gajivi Trash, Matthew Farmer, Richard Gray, Kyle Farmer, Theodore Quackens, Kaj Vorzelman, Jordan Samuels, Scott Harris, Veronica Hamilton, Gabby Z, Lullaby Hypno 22, and to all of the other patrons supporting me. Thank you.
Wake up, it's fun.
Reach the wizard.
It's fun. Wake up,
Reach the wizard.